Feels good to know what you know, doesn't it? Don't you feel the resonance of all of that? Can't you feel the fullness of who you are? Don't you love letting them all off the hook? Don't you like letting yourself off the hook?
Thank you. I feel exceptionally privileged to be sitting here.
It's a good conversation about to happen.
No, it's not.
Many years ago, I had a dream that I would win the lottery.
You just did.
That's a joke.
I feel that, and I would definitely like to do so immediately today.
Please.
The jackpot is $93 million today, and I would like to have that happen today.
The thing about that is you can't get there from there. You can't want something that you don't have and be a vibrational match to it. You have to be what you want, and then you can have it. In other words, you have to feel prosperity equivalent to your request. So, first of all, jackpot. What an interesting word. It implies big, 93 million is. It implies rare. It implies unlikely. Doesn't usually feel like the next logical step. The bigness of it gives you away. In other words, if you said, universe, I could sure use more money, there's very little discord in that vibration. And if you offered that sentiment often and until you came to expect it, so that your words naturally morphed to, universe, I certainly could use more money. I certainly expect more money to flow to me.
Please.
In that soft, non-resistant expectation, more money would begin flowing to you.
Please.
But
You have
when
to
you
work
say,
for it.
universe, I know that there's this incredibly large, understood by almost no one, pile of money sitting over there, and I would like it to come into my pile.
Oh,
The
really?
vibrational discord is so huge
Such bullshit.
that you can tell by the way you feel when you talk about it. That while you might occasionally come into the arena of hopefulness, that mostly you don't expect that even as you offer the words. And we've never known anyone who could hype their words up enough to make that vibrational jump. Universe, you could make it up to me. You could give me this jackpot and you could make it all right. And we say it doesn't work that way.
Of course it
You've
doesn't
gotta
work
be
that way.
chronically over here in the vibration of well-being. And when you are, the universe will say, well, here's a way, well, here's a way, well, here's a way, well, here's a way. When you're in the vortex, this I did, this I did, this I did, this I did.
Okay, there she goes again. The vortex. Okay, so this is unscripted. I just turned this on. Didn't know how it's going to end. What the content is. There is that programming again when you get into the vortex. Really?
And it is not inconceivable. In fact, it is completely conceivable that when you hang around in the vortex and you're feeling tuned in, tapped in, turned on.
The vortex is the same as a ton of light when you die. It's part of the reincarnation trap, people. We have lost our memories. We keep coming back over and over again. We are being recycled in some cases. So, recycled. Our light, the non-physical part of us, inside the body, has been recycled. When we die, when we are coming back, we are more like a blank slate. Our memories are mostly wiped. Some people remember bits and pieces because of love. Love meaning that they hold on to positive aspects. The vortex is the same as the tunnel of light. It's a false light that brings people back into this life. And in some cases, it brings them back into darker and darker frequencies. Frequencies meaning dimensions. This is what Abraham's group is trying to do, because they're desperate. Darkness cannot survive by itself because it does not have the resources. It does not have enough light to feed itself, to regenerate. So therefore, it's using, the universe is being used as a battery. Those lights, those of us who have positivity, enough positivity, are being used. Eventually, the entire universe will run out of energy. And when that happens, watch out. When that happens, watch out. And source energy, those who come straight from source will be tapped into, of course that's happening now where they're trying to bring down source players to harvest their energy, harvest your energy. It's all a trap.
You could be inspired to stop at the 7-Eleven and inspired to the timing of the ticket and inspired to buying the ticket that is the winning of the lottery. But you got to be in the vortex to do that, and you don't do that just...
No, you don't. When you get into the vortex, that's when you're trapped. When you get into the vortex, you lose your memories. When you get into the vortex, you don't remember who you are. When you get into the vortex, you will experience extreme pain. The vortex is the same as a tunnel of light. The false light. To have you come back and not remember who you were, or who you are. Your light gets sucked into a physical body. Only your source self knows. You can be prevented from... You can be prevented from doing anything. The whole universe can be stopped from engaging in darkness. Source that has that much power. So why doesn't Source force darkness to do the right thing? The answer is quite simple. Because it's not real. If you're forced to do something, it doesn't come from a place of deep light. Because everything is a part of itself, as a part of the whole, forcing any elements of that 1 + 1 is illogical because it's not real, it's not meaningful, it's not genuine. Any part of the whole will eventually just do what it wants anyway. So it must be real. Oh, my eyes are burning me. I'm going to stop this video. Again, so I guess maybe there's a reason why I played this video. This guy has been fooled just to get sucked into back into the vortex. Good luck on your journey back to source consciousness.